Visit TCGcastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check video description or visit TCG Castle for more.
Looking to grade your Pokemon cards and you don't know how to do it? Check out Ludkins Collectables and grade your Pokemon cards with zero risk. Check video description or visit ludkinscollectables.com for more.
Hey, how's it going, Pokefans? Welcome back to TCG Center. In this video, I'm gonna play with Raichu GX, or I should rather say Lightning Bugs deck, as you can see in front of you. So, yeah, it's a really interesting deck list that I just decided to build. Nothing really special, to be honest, when we're speaking about competitive. It's gonna be decent deck to basically face up any other decks in the current format. And theoretically, Raichu GX can one-hit knockout any of our opponent Pokemons in play with Powerful Spark. Thunder can go for 160, it will does 30 damage to itself. Voltail GX for 120, and then we can leave our opponent active Pokemon paralyzed, and of course Powerful Spark 20+20 for each lightning energy attached to all of our Pokemons in play. And that's pretty much it. More than that, I decided also to tag EvoShock Raichu. For the tag, of course, there's Tapu Koko, of course, and Tapu Koko GX as well. I mean, it's a really decent ability that can be used. Plus also that Sky High Claw is not that bad. Plus it does not have weakness. And of course with S-Roller we can scoop our damaged, let's say, Raichu GX back into our hand. There is also 2 copies of Electrode with Bazzup Thunder as a tag. I really like this card. It's a pretty cool and interesting card as well. So once it's knocked out, we can just attach it to one of our Pokemons in play, and it will provide us with 2 lightning energies, but it will count as a special energy, which means it can easily be scrapped with the Enhanced Hammer. 2 Tapu Lilies for the setup, as well as Octillery with a Abyssal Hand. When we speak about item cards, I also decided to include 4 Max Elixirs, because we can accelerate some energies with the Max Elixir, and that's very important. 1 of each Rescue Stretcher and Support for Pokemon and Energy Recycle. Then 4 copies of Ultra Ball. And from supporter cards, we're gonna find in this deck list 2 S-Rollers, so very useful card, as well as Double Bridget. Draw support, triple Cynthia with triple N and 2 Sycamores. I decided to give more draw power to those supporters that don't need to discard cards from the hand. It's just because we really don't want to lose too many resources. Of course, 3 copies of Guzma as well on this deck list. Speaking about tool cards, I'm running 2 Choice Bands for extra damage and 2 Flowstones for that for a treat. Once we attach Flowstone to our Pokemon, we're not going to have retreat cost anymore. Energy, 2 double cores energies and 10 regular lightning energy cards, and that's pretty much it. When we speak about deck list, once again, as I mentioned, it's a very unique deck list that you're not going to find probably around the internet. And right now we're just going to find out how it will perform in the real action. So let's move on to the game test, where we can actually see this bad boy in action. So yeah, let's move on. Raichu GX. As you can see, I'm still having hard time recording videos. I hope I'm gonna have much more time for 2 or 3 months when I made some adjustments at my home, so I can basically have a room where I'm gonna actually record and stream. For now I don't have, so that's the main reason why I don't have too much time to record, upload, video edit, and do stuff like that. So hopefully in the future everything's gonna be much better. I'm also working on my web page where you're gonna be able to basically find also a content. It's gonna be very useful content as well. And yeah, for now that's pretty much it. We're just gonna focus right now on the game. I really like the fact that my opponent just played that Brooklet Hill, which means I can search my deck for the Remrite and put him on the bench. Plus, I can also see what type of cards I have in my deck. The bad thing is that I'm gonna face worst possible matchup, which is a fighting deck. So that's definitely a nightmare for any lighting deck. And pretty much it is how it is. So the good thing for me, at least, is the fact that I managed to find that Remrite. I might be even able to hit that max elixir. That would be amazing. And I know that I have that auxiliary available. So unfortunately, no sign of the max elixir, which means I'm forced to use my N. Floatstone, Tapu Koko should be nice. But again, looks like it's not going to happen. Let's go with the max elixir number 2. Oof, this is really bad. Really it is. It hurts. It hurts me a lot. When I see something like this, it definitely looks really bad. But it is how it is again. I mean, once this Zygarde managed to get 3 energy cards, my opponent can easily one-hit knockout my Pokemons, that's for sure. I just later really realized that I didn't include Mewtwo, as for example, that could be a very good tech against my opponent Buzzwole GX deck. So yeah, thumbs up for that Mewtwo as a tech card. It's definitely a good tech card because with the double CORSAIR energy we can counter Buzzwole easily. Alright, so that's the duo. Probably for the Dodrio who have that retreat cost decreased. So 160. I guess I'm putting my Remrite in the active position, to be honest. Alright, what we can do here, we can buy 1 turn just by leaving our opponent Zygarde paralyzed, and I'm definitely gonna do that. And meanwhile, I'm gonna go with that Bridget, which means I'm gonna set up some extra Pokemons in play. And then next turn I can go with my N. Of course, I also need to put that energy in action and pass the turn. So as long as my opponent Zygarde is paralyzed, he's not going to be able to do anything without Guzma. So there's the Evosoda for the Dodrio that I mentioned earlier. As long as this Pokemon is on your bench, your active Pokemon will have to retreat cost less. I wish there was the N instead of the Cynthia from my opponent's side, but unfortunately it wasn't. And the good thing is that he's not going to be able to deal any damage at this moment, so at least that's something. And there's another energy card. I wish I managed to hit those max elixirs, that would be really amazing, but I didn't. At least I managed to get that Flowstone as the top deck, so right now we're going to need to get that Octillery. I managed to grab that Octillery, but the problem is that the rest of the cards in my hand are just useless. There's just way too many supporter cards that cannot be used. I mean, technically they can be used, but still, Electrode is the best top deck right now. But it's just the energy card. Well, I guess at this moment, in this situation, it's really not that I have too many available options. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna retreat down to my Tapu Koko and pass the turn back to my opponent. Oh, I just hope there's not going to be Guzma Flowstone or Guzma Retreat. If there was Ultra Ball at least in my hand, I would definitely go for Electrode. I would knock him out and I would just hit my opponent for 120, use it Voltile GX, and that would pretty much be it. Unfortunately, that was not the case. So, yeah, I mean, I'm going to lose 1 more prize card. That's obvious. Landsrat. So, yeah, just like that. And he also had a Oranguru on his bench. Okay. Alright, Choice Band. That's a very good, useful card as the top deck as well. I'm thinking about probably rolling up with the Sycamore for 7. Yeah, Sycamore for 7, much more benefit. We don't need that Acerola. Anyways, all of my Pokemons are going to be easily one-hit knocked out from my opponent. So, oof, I almost did that Max Elixir play before yeah, I should have actually played. Alright, so there is one energy. It's going to go for my Pikachu. I'm going to go with my Ultra Ball. Alright. And I'm going to discard actually that Float Stone. So I need that Electrode anyways. Alright. Then I can play that Super Rod as well. And then I'm gonna draw some extra resources there. I'm just trying to see if I can maybe potentially one-hit knock out that Zygarde. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not gonna be possible. Not at all. So maybe actually it will be 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, and choice band 190. Yeah, that would be the case if I actually have a field blower, but I don't. So that's not going to be the case, my friends. Yep, unfortunately, it's not going to be the case. So I'm going to retreat. I'm going to attach that double Chorus energy. And then I'm going to hit with my Voltail GX my opponent Zygarde. I'm going to also leave him in the paralyzed condition. So far, that's all I can do, literally. I mean, I realized that I didn't include a couple cards in this build that should actually help, like a Field Blower, for example. And yeah, Field Blower is one of the cards. I cannot get rid of the Stadium. I cannot get rid of my opponent tool cards. Technically, I can discard Stadium with something like Iron Pool, Remoraid, obviously, but I can't get rid of this Fighting Fury Belt. But as long as my opponent does not have Guzma, I'm gonna be more than happy. I mean, I can retreat paying... Oh, there's the Guzma, so I guess I'm gonna lose Pikachu with 2 energy cards. No, he decided to go for my Octillery, and he just pulled that Oranguru in front. That's a really interesting situation right there. Putting that Oranguru, he can retreat, of course. Another strong energy. Okay, so I'm gonna be knocked out anyway. And right now, he's moving down to only 2 prize cards. Yeah, which means I'm gonna be knocked out anyways. I mean, what I can try to do here, I don't have any N left, which is very disappointing for me. Really, it is. So I guess best thing I can do is just use that Cynthia play. As it is right now, with double Chorus energy attached onto my Tapu Koko, I can basically knock on my opponent's Zygarde and grab 2 prize cards, and then it's gonna be the question, will he be able basically to get what he needs? And we're gonna use this Ultra Ball. That's a really interesting Ultra Ball. For that Raichu, and for that another Ultra Ball. So we can grab that Electrode in addition and play. So I can have enough resources available maybe for counter knockout. There we go with the energy drive. What? Seriously? That's not enough for the knock. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, that's not enough for the knockout. He had 230 HP left. Well, if that was not a case, we still could be in a very good position to do something here. But hey, it's not over yet. I mean, it's definitely not over yet because my opponent have limited bench space. I guess he can hit for like 130, then I'm gonna S-roll on my Tapu Lele. And I guess I'm gonna 150. Yep. Those Regiroks are a big problem. 140, 160. So he can deal 160 damage counters. Literally the only thing I can do at this moment is to knock him out with my Tapu Koko and hope basically for the best. Definitely want to put that energy in play. And there we go. So Fly Flip should be enough for the knockout. But again, it's all about the Guzma play. I wish he don't have Guzma, so I can maybe technically get that Tapu Koko in play. No, he have Guzma because he promoted that Wrangler in play, and that's gonna be the knockout. Of course, there's also the Fighting Fury belt and the Guzma. So yeah, okay, not that bad, not that bad to be honest. With the weakness, I guess I could do a little bit better, but I didn't. So at least let's try to move on and let's play one more game. Deck should be the same as it is right now. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna change anything to be honest. So I'm playing without Fill Blower. If I face Garbodor, I guess I'm just gonna quit. And that's gonna be it for today's video, but we shall see. If there was not Guzma in my opponent hand, I would definitely knock him out with my Tapu Koko GX for 200, maybe 230. That would be definitely a huge surprise for him. So, I guess I can start first, and I'm definitely going to use advantage of starting first. And there's one Pikachu available in my hand, as well as Tapu Lele GX. I don't like the fact that I don't have additional draw support available, which is always pretty bad, but at least I'm going to have that Tapu Koko for the Fly Flip because I have that double course energy available in my hand. So we shall see if I can do something here with that. Oh, Cynthia top deck. So just because I pulled Cynthia as a top deck, I'm going to expand my bench with the Bridget. Sneasel, which means there is a Weevil Zoroark. Weevil Zoroark deck on the other side. We're gonna go for something like this. Nope, we're not gonna need this card, so let's just go for that Voltorb as well. Alright, I mean, I don't even know if I should attach this double course energy this turn because my opponent probably have something like... Yeah, who cares? Let's just do that. I'm gonna Fly Flip anyways. Next turn I'm gonna Cynthia. I mean, I'm 100% positive that my opponent has something like Enhanced Hammer available on his deck list. And attaching this double course energy might hurt me, might not hurt me. We shall see that. There's the first choice band and there's the Cynthia. So probably my opponent realized, hey, I should attack with my Weevil instead of the Sneasel. And I'm gonna hit my opponent 60 for each of his special abilities in play. Not special energies, but just abilities in play. And yeah, I guess that's a very good point. But I'm also gonna be smart there. I'm just gonna go with my Fly Flips. And I'm not gonna even try to bother putting some of the abilities Pokemon in play. So I'm definitely gonna put my Raichu in action when it's gonna be time for that. And I'm very afraid to see first Ultra Ball for Zoroark with from just the regular one. No, he decided to roll for the Tapu Lele, of course. Obviously, it's the last card in his deck, so he definitely wants to get that Sycamore. Sycamore for 7 is all he really needs in this situation. So, yeah, Sycamore for 7, obviously. Nope. Ooh, and wow, that's surprisingly good for me. So he decided to roll with the N, which will give me the opportunity to refresh my hand for 6 new cards. And this hand looks just amazing. We definitely want to target this Weevil with the Evil Domination. Not Domination, but of course it's very close to Domination. Anyways, there is first Zorak for my opponent. Since he decided to bench Tapu Koko so he can add extra 20 damage. That's okay, because with reverse volley he have exactly enough right now for the knockout. He have 110 in total. Plus he can discard card and draw 2 extra cards, but he don't even need to do that. He can just go and knock me out. With that being said, he just pulled a knockout, and it's time for me to use first Max Elixir. Actually, it's the second one, if I'm not wrong. Isn't it? Yeah, it is. Alright, so we have Raichu, we have Electrode, and I guess I can also play Anne, but I can also play Bridget, plus I also have Guzma. With Guzma, technically I can knock out his Weevil, which is not a bad option at all. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bridge it, and I'm gonna expand my bench for something like this. For now, I'm just gonna target my opponent Weevil, or I'm actually not gonna target his Weevil. I actually have something better on my mind. I'm gonna Bazap Thunder my Electrode. I'm gonna attach him down to my Raichu so I can basically paralyze my opponent Zorak here, because I know that he have Cynthia in his hand, so he might be able to find Guzma again. But he's probably just going to go with Cynthia, so I'm probably going to be in a position to take 2 prize cards next turn. Where on the other side, I can technically power up more Pokemons on my bench. More useful Pokemons on my bench. And that's the most important thing. There we go, there's the Cynthia. So, as expected, this Zorak will definitely fall down next turn. And the good thing about this is that I might be even able to retreat this Raichu and knock him out with something like a Tapu Koko. That would be amazing. And I even think how I can actually do that. Yeah, that definitely makes a lot of sense. So he can definitely trade, but he cannot attack. Couple of years ago, in the beginning when the trading card game was just released, okay, yeah, he can stand in. That's something that I didn't expect to see, to be honest. So yeah, he can mind jack me. But luckily, he decided to do this. In my opinion, this is a mistake. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can S-roll, and I can also put that Electrode back into my hand. 20, 40, 60, 80. And I can knock him out with my Tapu Koko, which is an amazing thing. So I just need to put that energy in play. Alright. And since I already put energy in play, and since I already used S-Roller, I can only energy drive and knock out my opponent. Yeah, I mean, that extra Pikachu on the bench is worth a lot. Even I know that my opponent can hit me hard with his Zorak, but no, he just decided to promote this Weevil. Weevil for now cannot deal too many damage counters. The good thing is that we are both equal with the prize cards, at least for now, so that's something. That's definitely something. We both have 4 price cards. I'm in a much better position because I did use my GX, which is not a big deal. The good thing is that, okay, he can sleep me. Maybe he will try to do that. That's a clever play if he really wants to do that. But next turn I can potentially grab 2 more price cards against Tapu Koko if I can find Choice Band, for example, as a top deck. Then I can go down to 2 price cards. And after that, I'm not sure if my opponent will be able to win this game anymore, because another Guzma will just bring me a victory. That's in theory. I guess he can always know. He just decided to hit for 90. Alright, that's fair enough. Ooh, a Choice Band is a top deck. That's a very nice top deck. Plus I also have the Max Elixir available in my hand. So I really don't see why I wouldn't do that. So let's just do that. We can go for 190. Alright, that's a very powerful play. So Guzma for one of my opponent Tapu Koko. And Bizap Thunder. Of course, with this Bizap Thunder, my opponent can go down to 3 price cards. He can grab himself a price card, which is not a big deal. And I can hit for 190, which means I'm going to deal 3 damage counters to myself. But the good thing is, again, that I have only 3 Pokemons on my bench. So he really can't do too much. And the best thing is that I have Tapu Koko available in my hand for the victory. So I just won the game. That was a very nice top deck. I mean, another Tapu Koko on my opponent bench is just a nightmare for him. Those Weevils, unfortunately, cannot do enough damage counters if you play smart enough. Oh, no. Okay, so I lost my Choice Band. I guess I have only 1 more left, but it's the question if I can find him. Again, a Lighting Energy top deck. So, what can I do here? Not too much. Again, I can retreat, paying 1 retreat cost, or I can grab myself a Guzma and get a knockout. Or even better, I can knock him out anyways. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go for that Lighting Energy play, and I'm gonna throw my hand with Sycamore for 7. Then I'm gonna Super Out, obviously. This one, and Octillery can also be useful. Maybe. Yeah, I can paralyze my opponent. Why not? But it's just not worth it. So, anyways, yeah, Powerful Spark. I'm just thinking, is it worth to put this Raichu in play? And the answer to that question is maybe. If he hand me down to 1 card, then there's gonna be a lot of problems. But anyways, I'm gonna Powerful Spark him. It should be enough for the knockout. It's 160. And I'm down to Ultra Ball. Again, the reason why I didn't want to evolve this Pikachu into Raichu is simply because he can just, bring that Zoroark GX in play. And that's where the problem starts. So there's a Choice Band. Obviously, it's going to be enough for the knockout. And he only had 1 card left in his hand, which means that's the GG. That's the GG, so yeah. Okay, so 1 victory, 1 defeat with this deck. We're not going to play 3rd game because it's a little bit too late and I really need to go sleep because I need to wake up very early in the morning. So I can leave my opponent paralyzed and I can hit him for 130 with my Wall Tackle, which will actually bring me the victory. So yeah, I'm very happy with this deck, to be honest. It was built in 5 minutes, it works like a charm, and it's just very good. So I hope you guys are watching it. Make sure to hit the thumbs up and sub to the channel for more videos. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this deck list. Have a nice day until the next time. We'll see you as always in the next video. So goodbye.